It's your boy DJ Rio, and you're locked in to Hot Topics with Vanessa and Sammy.
Yo, this is JJ Youth from TK International, and you're locked into Hot Topics with Vanessa and Samantha.
Yo, greetings. This is Kofi, your rebel rocker, representing for Hot Topics. Yo, say the topic hot, red hot, just like Vanessa and Sammy say, them girl, them blazing hot, red hot, hot topics.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Renee Francis of the NYPD, and you're tuned in to Hot Topics with Vanessa and Samantha on Kyrie FM.
This is the Booyah Queen Colin XP, and you're listening to Hot Topics with Vanessa and Sammy. Don't forget to keep it expelicious.
Mafia baby, hey, it's your boy Kex Mafia, and you're listening to Hot Topics with Samantha and Vanessa. We taking it back. Yes, I.
This is Shabin, and you know what I love? The heat on Hot Topics.
Yo, that's your boy DJ Kobe, big up Hot Topic with your girl Vanessa and Sammy. Big up one time.
Hey yo, it's your boy Colton T, and I'm representing for Hot Topic, shouting out my girl Vanessa and Samantha. My struggles they are temporary, and my trouble days could never face me. Yeah, they could never face me though. Yeah.
You know it's your boy Selector Urban, and you're listening to Hot Topics with Vanessa and Samantha. Your topic, our topic, everybody's topic. Let's talk about it.
Good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you're doing at this time. I want to welcome you to your Tell It Like It Is show, the number one daytime show, the number one show on radio, your Hot Topics, folks. Good afternoon and welcome. Sammy, what's going on? How you doing?
On radio alone?
on radio, on Facebook,
on YouTube,
on social media. And
everywhere.
Yes, so share the word, folks. We're streaming live on YouTube as well. We're back on streaming live on YouTube for you again. So share the word, share the word, share the word. If you don't want to, if you can't listen via Facebook, you can find us on YouTube, and I'll drop the link in the Facebook, on the Facebook Live. All right, so I want to shout out folks are celebrating birthdays today. I want to wish you a happy birthday. Hope you're enjoying to the max, even with this little clouds hanging over us. But then again, you know,
but you can't dwell on the clouds.
You can't dwell on the clouds forever. You have to live your life.
Let me tell you something that will mess you up. We have to find some balance.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So,
our Borgias know how to cook, because we discussed that on Tuesday.
We discussed that.
Yeah. So Borgias know how to cook.
We get them a few tips, and some of them shared their tips with us. So,
so we learn from each other.
Yeah, we learn from them. They learn from us. So we get in there. But I want to shout out my little big brother, Haggai John Baptist, aka Boogie. Happy birthday to you, my darling. Hope you have an amazing birthday. And birthday shout out to my girl Diane Dowie, celebrating today. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. All right, that's it. We're on my birthday list. Short today.
Happy birthday to all our Borgias celebrating their birthday today, guys. Have an amazing day. Every day is a day to celebrate, but today, your special day.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you have to go out even more. You have to recognize and appreciate all the years that Jah has given you. So in those kind of a deadly times there, a special happy birthday.
Yeah, man. Be thankful. Be grateful. And don't forget, life is for the living. So live the life that you've been blessed with. All right. So we don't have more special shout-outs. We hit the birthday folks already. Folks on the various frequencies, 88.7, 93.1, 107.9. Good afternoon to you. If you're locked in via Flow channel 953 or 954 or Digiplay channel 54. If you're in St. Lucia on Flow channel 119, welcome. And the folks on the app, the folks on the website, the folks on YouTube, and the folks on Facebook, we want to welcome you, all right? Shouting out especially Pepita, Silma, Agnes, Jeanette. Who else we have there? Claire, the spice of life. Good afternoon, Fair.
Good afternoon, Claire. We had a little clash. Not so much of a clash, but a little disagreement earlier. You're still my girl.
Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you, Clara. Edmund, good afternoon to you in LA. All right. Let's see. Anyways, all the folks are on, joining, sharing. Good afternoon, Paula, Marina, and Cynthia. Gotta take a little walk, because we have to set up. We have things happening. So we're gonna take a little walk, and then we're gonna come back, all right? Because we have to go get our white tops. So we're gonna pick up our white tops. We'll be back.
Peter Pross alongside Kyrie FM, the genuine song of Dominica, and Kyrie Song present White Top and Jeans Volume 2. Yes, you heard right. White Top and Jeans Volume 2, Friday, June 24th from 10 p.m. at Old Mill in Kenfield. Introducing in the left corner, the shortest, toughest, and most handsome DJ in Dominica. The ladies love his flow. Hello, DJ Slow. Introducing in the right corner, from Posse with Love, the DJ with the golden voice, the ladies man, the ladies diamond, Selector Urban. Two of the toughest DJs will be going head to head that night. Song for song, pong for pong, when the doors settle. Ladies, who will be the last man standing? And from 1 a.m., we taking the vibes to the next level with the People's Band, the Booyah Band, the Powder Guy, hello, the Daybreak Specialist, Triple K Band, baby. The price is only $25. Security is going to be extremely tight. Zero tolerance. As usual, a well-stocked bar with you. And the kitchen will be bubbling with enough local cuisine. So remember the date. Friday, June 24th from 10 p.m. All about White Top and Jeans Volume 2 with DJ Snow, Selector Urban, and Triple K at Old Mill in Kenfield. Don't miss it. All COVID protocols will be observed.
Hey mom, congratulations! You've been a boss mom for about a year now, and whew, we are so proud of you. Your little bundle of joy is growing up and developing so nicely, and it's so wonderful to witness. Dutch Lady is here to support you through the next significant stage of your child's growth and development with Dutch Lady Growing Up Milk, fortified with DHA, a key nutrient for your child's brain development and function.
Il n'y a pas de boucan qui blague, pas comprendre.
Dominica and the Creole world get ready for the greatest manifestation of Creole expressions. July 2022, Cadence Lipso Month. Creole Heartbeat presents the second edition of Cadence Lipso Month. Look out for fringe events, panel discussions, masterclasses, documentaries, interviews, workshops, memorabilia. The first ever Cadence Lipso tent and more. Culminating with the Cadence Lipso Tribute Festival at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, Fort Rosa. Friday, July 29th, tribute to the kings of Cadence Lipso music, Midnight Groovers. Saturday, July 30, tribute to the late creator Jeff George. And on Sunday, July 31, tribute to the maestro Fitzroy Williams. Cadence Lipso Month for July 2022. This summer promises to be one you will never forget. Cadence Lipso Month for July 2022. A celebration of a fusion of rhythmical patterns. Sakai
All right, folks, 14 minutes moving on past 2 o'clock. If you're just joining, welcome aboard. If you've been with us, thank you for staying with us. So share the live. It's nice to see you all sharing with us, all right? So our topic this afternoon, touching one, as we've been having for the past few days, but now it's on a different wavelength. Are we seeing leniency for sex crimes these days? I mean, you know, is it, because we saw this article in the news, we heard about this news item, where a young man was given, a 2.5-year suspended sentence for unlawful sexual contact with a minor. So an adult is issued a 2.5-year suspended sentence for unlawful sexual contact with a 14-year-old. That doesn't sit right with me. I don't think that sits right with Sammy, and so many other people are just so upset about this. So is this going to be the trend? I see the lines going, but we'll open the lines in a few after we've really introduced. So let us just,
Okay, so guys, for those who don't know the story, the offense was committed in 2019, and the individual was charged in March of this year, and remanded. He took 4 months. 4 months jail. From what I got from the press article, was that he the incidents happened. It was one incident, but he made several attempts. He pulled her behind a vehicle the first time, and then the second time he pulled her behind a truck. And he assaulted her. He told her he'll kill her. He put his hands in her private parts twice, and he told her that he wanted to rape her.
Yeah, he said.
So the intentions are clear.
I'm reading one article there, and I quote: "Long time I know." Oh, she tells him, "Long time I know you are a rapist," and he says, and I quote, "Long time I want to rape you."
That's what the article said.
Yes.
I think I read differently. She said, when he attempted,
she
said, you're a rapist.
Right.
And then he said, long I want to rape
okay,
you.
Good. Well, that one has this one a little.
Yeah, that's what I
mixed
read
up.
yesterday.
Yes, yes.
From the person who was in the courtroom.
Oh, okay, good, gotcha.
So,
yeah, I mean,
anyway, they try from the courtroom reporter. I don't want to call the person name.
No, don't.
I don't want to. I don't want to call the person name. I wanted to call the person name. I referred to him. The courtroom reporter said that reported. Excuse me. The courtroom reporter reported that, and I find that the prosecution is there to. They're supposed to protect the interests of the communities.
Yeah.
They're supposed to protect our interests, the will of the people. The prosecution and the defense both mitigated for the accused. So they mitigated for that stuff. They asked the judge. So all three people all the three powers in that courtroom wanted to suspend the sentence. The mitigating factors are: he's the sole breadwinner. He has a baby. His mother
suffers 2 strokes.
So that's supposed to make you feel sorry for him.
What about the child?
But how can those be mitigating factors? How that can be mitigating factors? To me, the only mitigating factor on whether or not you can serve your time is if your health does not allow it. You know, if you're ailing so bad that to incarcerate you would mean your death.
Yeah.
You know, if you need serious medical help and care that the prison will not be able to provide. If you need medical care overseas and you're able to provide that for yourself, and incarcerating you, you will not get it, that care. And it would mean, it could, you know, I'm lost for words. We had several situations relating to sexual offenses just recently there.
Yeah.
Several. And you know the environment, you know the country is up and rattled. And you're still not bringing back a judgment that can satisfy people. Or even to just... I don't think no judgment can satisfy us other than a beheading.
And she says...
But...
The judge says again, Sammy, and I quote, "It is about time that the abuse against women and children stop. You got off lightly, but you won't be so lucky next time." My girl, why? Excuse me for saying, my girl, your worship. But why?
Oh my
God.
How is it going to stop when you deliver these kinds of sentences?
We have calls coming in. We open the lines. Let's go to
right
the
now.
telephone.
All rapists excited, you know.
Yes, we boys suspended. My mother sick. Hot Topics, good afternoon.
It seems as though Vanessa and what's the name again? Vanessa and company.
Yeah. Yes, Samantha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like your introduction. It seems as though you're reading my mind, you know. Because I said, from the time I heard that, I said, that must be the topic for me. No, I'm serious.
Because we hinted on it. We hinted on it on Wednesday.
Yes. Anyway, but I heard the news yesterday evening. Let me tell you something. If we continue like this in Dominica with administration justice, I'm telling you the truth, you know, I don't care who hear me.
Don't care.
You're going to have what you call vigilante justice.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just give you an instance. It happened in Jamaica, where almost the same thing like Dominica, where a young girl was raped. The community held the man. They beat him up. He ended up in hospital. You know what the father of the young girl did? He dressed like a doctor, went in the hospital, went in the guy's room, and murdered him. And up to today, I speak to you. Up to today, I'm speaking to you on the phone. They haven't found him. Because you're the doctor.
Yes.
Finish him off.
And look, we must be careful. And I said, when I heard that kind of sentencing, I said, but then we have a young girl in the bush, but we don't know what happened to her. So the judge not using it, and I'm talking about medicating back. So he didn't know when he did what he did. He shouldn't have done it.
No.
I mean, come on, man. I personally feel that murder and rape, there should be no sentencing guideline, period. Because we are not sending any good message here. You know what is going to happen now? People going to rape people children and say, oh, I am sorry. I have children. I have wife to support. How can I cook for you? We must follow the guidelines of the court. I mean, you got me really upset, you know. Although not my daughter. Right? But you spoil the girl's life, livelihood for life. And you say you're going to do it. That's the bad thing about it. Intention. You did it. And today, they tell you 2.5 years suspended. Suspend what? You should suspend your head. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Okay, look, somebody say they think that judge needs help. Maybe she needs help to understand the law that she's supposed to apply for the people. I would agree with that. Silver is very, very, very much correct.
Yeah, he is. He is. We have another call on the local line. Hot Topics. Good afternoon. You're live. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, Vanessa and Samantha.
Let me tell you that now, right now there. You know, first thing I say, common sense. I say 6 hold me. I say 6 hold me. 6 you hold me. First thing I say is common sense.
But you don't know, I telling you that common sense in the judge, that wasn't operating at that time?
No, it was off.
Let me ask you, the common sense that the judge supposed to use discretion, something went wrong at that hour when that judge say what she said and how she that man 2 years.
You think it doesn't? You think that courtroom doesn't have Coco Macaque? Those judges have to be very careful because that cannot be. That can't be simple, you know. 6. That's not a simple situation.
But you know how much shares with money and fire on the left the court they haven't find it.
What I believe?
You know armor, a chest with evidence and money. Left the courtroom up now they haven't find it.
It walk.
It went away. It went away.
But 6, you remember on the High Court, by the High Court, when the High Court was on the Bayfront itself, they used to find things at the front of the door in the morning.
People don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, that Judge Lego, a murderer, and she Lego a loose cannon in Portsmouth. She Lego a loose cannon. Let me tell you that. The judge saying that, hey, look, I should really give you a hard sentence, you know, because you're not first time you're doing it.
And you letting him go.
Well, boys, let me just let go. But you let him go, that man, where the girl living, in the same village the girl living, and town she living. That's where he is. And you're talking about let me tell you something. You're talking about baby, and you're talking about grandmother stroke. What does
that have to do with that, boy?
Is that mad?
Yes, we care. Scare it up, yes, we care. They'll take care of her.
But I just come and tell that if they say, well, boys, she are mother and this, that, we as a people can collect money and look after the mother and look after the children.
Yep.
But send me somewhere, all you have to send him. But we will help the mother. We will help the sister. We'll help them. But send me somewhere you have to go. But let me tell you something, that is why you find funny things happening. Let me tell you something. As I tell you, my mother had what? 4 boys, 4 girls. Nobody couldn't touch our sister. None. Because they know what we're giving as brothers by our sister. But I'm telling you, if that child was my child, that man can never survive 1 month. I'm telling you that, you know. And when I go to the judge, I tell him, the judge, I don't want no lawyer, I don't want nothing. Do what you have to do. My sister or my mother, you dead. I'm telling you that, you know. But I'm angry about that thing, I don't know. But I know that judge. That judge is a judge of a steady head. I know her. I know her for a long time. Family. I know she has a steady head.
She was once the president of the Bar Association.
But I know, but I'm telling you now, but you never know. They doesn't test people for people drinking macaque or wine before God, they understand.
I think that was supernatural. You all remember supernatural playing that culture.
People that come to that agreement must have been drunk on that thing. They must have been drunk. Sorry about that, I say that, you know. But they don't use your common sense on that one. And you know, people, you don't have a breathalyzer to test people they drunk, you know. If you're drunk and you drink wine, you go on a case, you as a judge can say, man, pass that off. Get out of that. Throw out. Yeah. Because you're drunk. I try to find out what's going on in that case, you know. I just cannot understand. I'm angry about that. And I'm telling fellas that outside here, do not try that on my family or my little nieces or whatever. Don't try that, because all you'll go 6 feet. I'm telling them that publicly here. And they couldn't try that on my family because they know me. They know I don't form the fool of people. Justice, I'll take it. Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much for your contribution, Six. I think everybody's upset at this one, Tommy, because that just doesn't make
any sense. And okay,
your second time.
I'm not blaming the defense at all. I think the defense is brilliant. I don't know who the defense is, but I think the defense is brilliant. They have to mitigate on the behalf of their clients. Your client is your client, and you have to do everything in your power to get your client what they want. Fine. But the prosecution and the judge, you are supposed to... Let me tell you something, Vanessa. Okay. The maximum sentence is 20 years. I think she started at a point of 8 years. So when he pleaded guilty,
she started at 45%.
1/3 of the sentence automatically gets stricken away.
Right.
So if you're supposed to get 9 years, you'll get 6. And I think that's what happened. So it automatically came down to 5.5 years, I believe, because it was supposed to get 8. Right. I think it was the minimum sentence. So she started at the point of 8. I cannot remember what the minimum sentence was, but the maximum is 20. I don't think I read the minimum. The maximum is 20. So she started from there, and the lady started to break down. You know when you're looking for things to break down? You know, you know when you're looking for things to break down?
Yeah.
Oh, your head hurting you? Let me take out a year. Oh, your mother sick? Let me take out 2 years. You make a baby? Great! Let me take out another 2 years. How you expect the population to understand that?
Actually, Sammy, it's saying there that the authorities set the maximum penalty for the offense of unlawful sexual connection at 14 years imprisonment. However, Justice Adrian Roberts established a starting point of 45% of the maximum sentence. 6 years, 3 months, 18 days.
Okay.
So she started with a deduction already, 6 years. So the max is 14. Yeah. She didn't even go 50. We have a call on the local line. Hot Topics, good afternoon. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, my dear. Good afternoon.
How are you?
This is the brain speaking.
Yes.
Okay. Hello.
Talk to us.
But we must be very careful with vigilante justice. Otherwise, people will just go about killing people at will once they do something wrong.
Okay.
You just take your gun and you smoke the person wherever the person is. So the law is there, and sometimes we say the law is an ass. Because sometimes we're not happy with the sentences given.
Okay, so besides the vigilante justice, Brain, what do you think of the sentence?
Well, Parliament decides.
Okay, what do you think of the mitigating sentence? The mitigating circumstances that causes that sentence that the judge gave. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Parliament and the laws and all of that.
Yeah, but the judge has his or her discretion. We may not agree, but that is the prerogative of the law. So think about it.
But the judge works for the people, Brain.
Yeah, but you might say remove the judge or kill the judge for not giving 50 years.
Okay, so what is your personal opinion?
I'm trying to get that.
Yeah. So what is your personal opinion? What is your personal opinion?
My personal opinion is the judge uses his or her discretion based on the circumstances.
No, we get that, and this is not an opinion. This is a fact. I mean, do you feel it was right, or do you feel it is wrong, or do you feel the sentence should have been a little, more a higher
one? My
one?
opinion. You want it,
yes,
Vanessa?
Your opinion.
Yes, I do.
It should be a bit higher.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a good
thank
one.
Thank you very much. Yes, that we want. We want to know what you feel and think.
Right. So we continue, and we have some comments there on Facebook.
I don't think you can read all of them.
I can't read all of them.
And Mrs. Roberts, don't go on Facebook. If you want to keep your sanity, don't go on Facebook, and don't let anybody tell you what's being said about you on Facebook. The people are not happy at all, at all, at all.
We have a comment here, and she's saying, so being a breadwinner gives you the right to violate a child? Well, sir, according to the minister.
Okay, so, Brain touched on something there,
Somebody's, yeah, he did.
So we will come back to it after you find stuff you can read, because
because Andy is saying, Those criticizing the judge are way off base. The judge followed sentencing guidelines. It is sad, but that's the reality.
What are the sentencing guidelines that the judge followed, Andy?
Why did she go to 45% of the maximum sentence? What was the mitigating factor taking her to that?
When the I don't know if it's 40 because I read she went 1/3.
No, there's a one third that was dropped that automatically came off because he pled guilty early. But the maximum sentence is 14 years.
She started lower.
She started at 45% of the 14 years, which was 6 years and a few months and 18 days. 6 years, 3 months and 18 days. Justice Adrian Roberts established a starting point of 45% of the maximum sentence.
But I know the anyways.
14. I see 14 here listed as the maximum sentence.
Okay, that's the reporter.
Based on that report.
That's the same reporter person. That's why I don't call him the person name, because I don't know what the person. Anyways, so Brain said something there, and he spoke about vigilante justice. And that's the thing. When you have a society that's unhappy with the way that criminals are being punished, you get those things. You get vigilante justice. There should be people should have a healthy fear of the law. The law is supposed to keep you on track or keep you from doing certain things. Okay, Brain, you say we should not encourage vigilante justice, which we have not been doing, and that's the first time we're even touching on that. But look at the situation with that. What if the father had taken action to satisfy himself and avenge his child? I would feel better about the whole situation if the father got a sentencing like that because of those mitigating factors.
Yeah.
And I think if it can work for the perpetrator of a rape, it can work for a father.
Of course.
Or a mother
seeking vengeance,
seeking vigilante
a parent,
justice,
a relative,
a community leader seeking vigilante justice.
Because when I go and say I'm the sole breadwinner, look me up for me to reference The People versus what is his name? It's listed there publicly, Ronnie Cameron Peters. For me to say The People versus Ronnie Cameron Peters in 2002. Let's go to the telephone.
So she just set a precedent there.
Yeah, she did. Let's go to the telephone on the local line. Hot Topics. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. We ask Samantha and Vanessa.
Yes.
What sentence would satisfy both of you?
What sentence would satisfy both of us?
The maximum sentence.
I think the maximum sentence is is around 20 years.
So the maximum sentence minus his mandatory.
I don't know if it requires penetration for the 20 years.
No. So you say
because her hymen was intact.
Yes. So we start, but he didn't penetrate with his male member, but he did insert his finger. So for me, as a woman, that is penetration, regardless of what the law says. And let me tell you something: the law describes rape. The law needs to change on that. Hang on, you ask a question, I answer in the question. The law.
How much time?
But I go into it for you. I would give him a good 15 years. We'll start at 15.
15 years, okay. I'm Vanessa 15 too?
Yeah, start at the maximum minus his minus the mandatory 1/3.
I take it out already.
Okay, all right, good. Oh, you take it out already?
I take it out already.
Yeah, so
15.
The maximum.
And then depends on how you behave, because when you get the 15, when you enter the prison, you will never serve the whole 15. I think they count in day as night, so it automatically comes down. You will serve a 7, and based on how you behave yourself and all the little things that you do inside there for the states, you get time off. So he might serve a 4, a 5.
Okay, good. Now, if you ask me, I won't be able to answer that. I don't have the full information about the case. What I'm hearing is second-hand information. Second-hand, third-hand, fourth-hand.
But it's a report. It's a report. It may not be 100% accurate, but I think it's a good report.
Indeed.
So you can go and look for it online.
But you say 15, Vanessa say 5 or whatever.
No, I didn't say 5.
You asked, can she agree to the 15
I said I agreed to the maximum.
Okay, good. But the judge is a woman like you all, so she agreed to what? Probation, you know, we have to move on. Thank you.
Hola! We have to move
on.
And the child, no, let me tell you.
And how does the child cope after this?
No, right. Now, let me tell you what the law says about rape. The law describes rape as the penetration of the male into the female. The male into the back. Yeah, that's how the law describes rape.
Either anal or vaginal.
Yes.
Right.
Now, if the man penetrates with an object, it is not rape. There's another description for it on the law. And the law needs to change. Any penetration, finger, toe, whatever it is, it should be rape. Because the woman does not feel less violated.
Exactly. It is a violation.
So we should start there.
It is how do you say? The term has left me.
We are so tied up in here. We can start there, or we can start there. I think we should start with the judges.
Non-consensual, yes. Non-consensual.
We can start there. We can start to change. So there would be a greater number of acts captured under the description of rape. You know?
Yeah.
We can start there. And so I saw somebody saying on Facebook that the law should remove the ability. Well, the law should have a minimum sentence for these acts, and I believe the law has a minimum sentence for this act. She sentenced him. She did, you know.
Okay.
But then what did she do? She voltiged it on the side.
Wow.
She did sentence him. She gave him 2 years. But 2 years he will not serve.
Yeah. So if he commits another act,
he will go
in those 2 years, then he will serve. Oh man, I am disgusted. I am totally disgusted.
I don't think any law should remove the discretion of the judge. You understand? Because there may be situations that will warrant those discretions. Not in rape, because you might go down somewhere and you see, not in rape, in a situation where you're avenging your victim, they warrant those mitigating circumstances.
Exactly. Or maybe a matter of self-defense or...
And I don't understand the system. I understand the system. I understand the system.
Or say, for example,
perfectly.
Somebody go and walk somewhere. They go and walk something somewhere, and they can say, "Well, I'm unemployed.
Not unemployed.
I don't have.
I have a child that's sick.
Right.
That's
So
I have a child that's sick, so I took the medication because that is a powerful mitigating circumstance. So you should not advocate for the system to take off the ability of a judge to commit a sentence. No, we cannot do that because we don't know, yourself as a human being don't know where you're going to fall. But when it comes to rape, we have to protect the fruits of our communities. We have to protect the future of our societies, because if all we're creating is damaged children for the future, where Dominica going?
To hell in a handbasket. On the overseas line, Hot Topics, your live, talk to us.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon,
I'm there. Miss Bruno, I sent you a link on your messenger for you to discuss. I say it's a nice topic to discuss. I'm not hearing all you talking about the topic.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, study. Another lady from Louisiana. Voilà. She was getting raped at 16. The man twice her age. You know the lady brings up that baby. The court gives the man full custody. Now she has to pay child support. Miss Buddha says like the topic from it. So nowadays, I don't know where the law going in for women. Those days, like the women got raped, and still now the law does victimize them again. This is all right.
All right. It's not right at all. It's not right at all. But then there's
get away too much things, man.
Yeah.
We women need to stand up. We need to stand up.
We do.
Anyway, good topic.
Thank you so much, Paula, for your contribution. Folks, it's 2:45. We got to take a pause for cause. Not a pause for cause. We're taking a walk. We're going to, because you want to go to white top and jeans, so you're going to need your armbands. You're going to need the flyers done. Maybe you might want to print your T-shirts. So we're going to check out these things. We'll be right back with you after those messages. Having an event? Get a wide variety of armbands at Kyrie FM. Paper, waterproof armbands with drink ticket stubs, plain or patent armbands, and more. Starting from 50 cents, we also sell by boxes. Have your event in style. Choose from our wide assortment of armbands. Visit our office on 42 Independence Street, Roseau at Kyrie FM for all your armbands.
Print City. Modern, creative, exciting. From various heat press options to detail embroidery. With years of experience in photography and design. Get full-on branding deals, t-shirts and banner printings, logos, graphics and designs, along with additional social media services. Located at 42 Independence Street, Roseau Dominica, downstairs, Kyrie FM. Call 617-2916 or printcitydominica@gmail.com.
Imagine you have sleepover guests. And bam! Penis invasion. Or you're sitting in a restaurant and here comes Mr. Wavet and Miss Sui. Embarrassment! Or you lean on the door and both of you get a high fall because Mouche Coolboy destroyed all the wood. When your business or home has a pest problem, you need a pest control company that has the expertise and experience needed to solve that problem quickly, effectively, and discreetly. You need National Pest and Termite Control Company Limited. They have the WIMED for those affluent pests. They're located on Bath Road in Roseau. Call today on 440-2352, 275-2352, 615-4240. National Pest and Termite Control, we've got you covered.
Do you think you have what it takes to be the next big voice on radio? Do you want to host your own show live on air? Do you have a keen interest in on-air DJing, an interesting show idea, or even news presenting? Well, we are open for auditions right here on Your Genuine Sound, Kyrie FM. Both male and female are welcome. Contact our office today at telephone 448-7331 or our programming department to book your audition spot. Step out of that box, break some boundaries, and be the next big voice on radio.
Peter Pross alongside Kyrie FM, the genuine sound of Dominica, and Kyrie Song present White Top and Jeans Volume 2.
Yes, you heard right.
White Top and Jeans Volume 2, Friday, June 24th from 10 p.m. at Old Mill in Kenfield. Introducing in the left corner, the shortest, toughest, and most handsome DJ in Dominica. The ladies love his flow. Hello, DJ Slow. Introducing in the right corner, from Posse with Love, the DJ with the golden voice, the ladies man, the ladies diamond, Selector Urban, two of the toughest DJs DJs will be going head to head that night. Song for song, pong for pong. When the doors settle, ladies, who will be the last man standing? And from 1 a.m., we taking the vibes to the next level with the People's Band, the Booyah Band, the Powder Guys, hello, the Daybreak Specialist, Triple K Band, baby. The price is only $25. Security is going to be extremely tight, zero tolerance. As usual, a well-stocked bar with you, and the kitchen will be bubbling with enough local cuisine. So remember the date, Friday, June 24th from 10 p.m. all about White Top and Jeans, Volume 2 with DJ Snow, Selector Urban, and Triple K at Old Mill in Kenfield. Don't miss it. All COVID protocols will be observed.
Welcome back, folks. If you are just joining, welcome aboard. All right, you've missed out on a lot, but we still have a lot more to discuss.
Let me tell you, Vanessa, I'm still coming there. So for balance sake, let me read it. Edwin is saying the law is just. It is for both the victim and the accused. You may not agree with the decision, but the judge's decision was based on the law. We can't go changing the goalposts every time we disagree with the outcome. That's not changing the goalposts. You understand? We need specific laws, and we're not judged to understand the environment that we are in when it comes to sexual abuse and rape. It's not about changing the goalposts. We want the goalposts in one place, and it's already there. The law is already there. Actually, the judge is the one that changed the goalposts, because I think she deviated from what the law expected anyways. She did sentence him, but she deviated from what the law wanted by not letting him serve the sentence that she gave him. She break it down. She used the law to break it down. When she couldn't break it down anymore, and it had 2 years, she postponed it.
She was like Tony Mathuron, broke it down.
Yes.
Somebody's saying to me here, we are hitting the judge, but the prosecutor was also a young woman. I wouldn't say what else was said. A young lawyer at that. Okay, good. So why would she have asked for that?
Well, she's wrong there. She's wrong. I don't know who she is. I would love to know her name. But Madam Prosecutor, you are wrong.
The prosecutor was Diana Matthew, young lawyer, just on the vibe.
Oh, no. And they need to, the lack of experience maybe?
The person goes on to say the defense has to fight for the client.
That's
understandable. But how judge, a woman, and the prosecutor, a woman, can allow this? This is just crazy. And, the person goes on to quote the comments, long time I want to rape you, criminal intent, premeditated. There should be a review. The state failed twice, the prosecution and the judge. The environment is already so thick with all the sexual issues, plus a missing 12-year-old. This is too wild. Thank you so much for that contribution.
And let me tell you something, commenter. That is a sentence that was handed down yesterday in the middle of an outcry for a 2-year-old who was abducted.
A
12-year-old who was abducted from her home in the middle of the night.
Not too far in age, 12 and 14.
You don't see in the devil is alive then.
Well, let me tell you, on the local line, good afternoon, you're live, talk to us. Call us back, please. Poor connection.
You know the business. Why you just do us that?
Yeah, time is short. We have just about 5 minutes left.
So somebody is saying before the time is short, notification. Somebody saying that the judge should not be able to offer leniency in situations that relates to rape, and that's what I agree with that. I don't know what the system has to put in place to tie the judge hands when dealing with rape issues of rape and sexual assault.
Just knock out all the mitigating circumstances, situations, all of those that you can use to reduce the sentence. Let it run free for the other cases.
I think the judge has too much latitude in sentencing. I think our sentencing should be more coded and not at the discretion of the judge. When I mean coded, you do this 3 years, you do that 4 years, you do that 5 years. And something I realize again, and I think of Weeks said it when he at a conference some time ago. We need to compound. We have something in our laws that says that doesn't allow the prosecution to charge a person for several offenses within the same offense.
Okay, let's take this call on the local line. Hot Topics. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Vanessa, let me say something. All right, the judge have a discretion, whoever. But what I'm saying is that we live in the communities, you know. We have village council, we have 21 constitutions. I believe other people, when we see those things happen to our children in our community, we supposed to stand up in a protest about that judgment, you know, and decide, hey, some redress has to be done in our community. We standing up together with everybody to protect our child in our community, you know. And the person that do what they do there, they can't come in our community, they will have to pay the price, you know. We decide that as a community, you can say what you want on your judge, on your stand, but for me, we have to take certain things as a community in our hands. Look at what happened in Bells with that guy. Okay. The community had addressed that a long time ago. Because this one, I heard over the news, a guy say, well, right now we're forming a community in Bells, so when we see things, we will have to deal with this. You have to deal with certain things in your community. You can't leave it to people outside.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Six.
Thank you for your contribution.
Let me tell you, before Six call, I was making a point that is really important.
Go ahead.
So, Mr. Wick said that he spoke about our system not compounding the crime, the charges. So basically, what the prosecution will do is if you take a person against their will and you assault them, you beat them, you rape them, they'll charge you for the rape because it carries the most time.
Right.
But
what about the abduction?
Yes. So when you hold a person against their will, that already is a kidnap. Anytime you prevent a person from leaving a particular space, you kidnap them.
Right.
When you touch them, that's an assault. Anytime you touch a person without their permission,
it can be
and it's
considered
not by
assault.
accident, it's deliberate and with some force, you have to batter them. That's an assault.
Right.
Now, if you
beat them,
that's battery.
Right.
And then you have all those invasive procedures. These are sexual crimes.
Right.
So in this case, they charge you for all of those.
Each of them, and that's what we...
All of those is the counts. And they add the time together. And they give it to you on your plates.
Concurrent.
And now we can start to... When they give it to you on your plate, it'll be like 100 years.
Yeah.
Because each one carries a penalty. And now you can start to mitigate. And I think that is the only time when the judge can... Because there's several charges and stuff like that. But you come in and tell me...
Because he kidnapped the child. He took the child away from...
Yes, she was on her path, going one way, and he take her and pull her behind a thing, so that's kidnapping.
Behind a vehicle, then in an old truck, then in an old burnt concrete building. So, 3 times. 3 counts of kidnapping. Oh, boy. Anyways, our time has come and gone. That's about it for us here with you. Folks, we can continue the discussion, on Facebook Live, so... Feel free to continue sharing your comments even after the live has ended. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me tell those people bye-bye.
Okay, bye guys. I was reading your comments and I want to comment back, but this is something we'll have to continue next week. We are not done with you yet.
And this time we're going to bring on some legal minds. I want to find a magistrate. I want to find a lawyer.
We need Judge Adrian Roberts to come on and address the people, because people are really, really angry, and we should have confidence in the law. Exactly. And she made the judgment, so I think she has a responsibility to the population. We respect you, Judge, and I don't know why you made that judgment that is so clearly against what people wanted. Call us and explain.
Gotta go.
Did you love this show? Then call us at 614-3385 to find out ways you can support this program. Thank you for tuning in. Keep it locked to your genuine sound, Kyrie FM.